view of the inside of the house. This was in May, early May. This is the sunroom. You can see the beautiful wood beams and the wood up above that they covered. We had to cover it. Um, and then you see this is the second video of when I actually closed on the house in September, end of September. And I'm taking Ellie through. I just got done cleaning all the floors. I like to clean everything. And I was going to take a tour of everything. So I started in the kitchen, and then I realized you'll see me turn back around and start in the sunroom because I left the sliding door open, and Ellie, being new to the area, I didn't want her leaving, running out the door and getting lost, right? So I was talking, that the next ones will be the sunroom. The next films will be the sunroom, the videos. So you'll see me with the carpet already pulled up and then starting from there. Okay, change of plans. I forgot I didn't get a paintbrush. So, my bad. I can't do the pantry. So, we're going to work on the sunroom. Again, the plan is, I think if I can pull up the tack, I think that would be great, a good start. Put all this stuff in the PAYT bags. They're right here. Pay as you throw. Then I'll take that to the middle. And I think if I can start cleaning, I think that would be a good start, or I can just not do anything really and kind of start again tomorrow. But I do feel like I want to get some stuff done. I already did like the cleaning of the house. There wasn't that much, just a little bit of maintenance, but I need to. But Ellie looks like she's bored. We might just get to go out. We just might go outside. It's a nice day today. So maybe I'll just go outside for a little bit and then figure out my game plan coming back. But yeah, I think the goal would be today is pull up the tack, the carpet tack, whatever, strip tack, whatever you call those things. I just call it the tack. I think if I can get that done, that's a huge feat. It's like halfway done anyways. So once I get that done, it just feels like everything else is easy. Like I can clean, wipe everything down, really assess where the nails are, pull those up, and then start perhaps, if I'm gonna go on YouTube and see how I can refinish some floors, because maybe I can do it myself. I'm not sure. It's a small area. I wanted to kind of start on the stairwell first because the stairs are a little bit smaller projects to do. Because if I mess up one, you can mess it up, but you can fix it. It's easier to fix up a smaller part of it. So yeah, maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll just pull up the tack. You know what? I'm just going to say that today. That's the only thing I'm going to have on my list is pull up the carpet tack. Tomorrow I will get a paintbrush, at least one, and I'm hoping pull up the carpet tack. Yeah, I think that's all I should say. Because we know how this goes. So, all right, let's get started. Okay, y'all. Okay, so I pulled up all the carpet. Let me show ya. All the carpet tack is pulled up. Yay! All around there, back there. You probably can't see behind there, but it's all pulled up. All pulled up. So I just vacuumed. I feel like I need to take a shower, and I think I am. But it looks really good. I'm excited. It looks bigger. It just makes the room look bigger. Starting to paint the sunroom. So it's just going a lot slower than I thought it would, but that's okay. We got through it, as you'll see at the end. And I tried to speed up this portion as quickly as I could because I don't think you guys really want to see me painting. And but it turns out really well. What paint I'm using is Benjamin Moore. I love Ben Moore paint, and it's a mix. It's a mix of half china white and half linen white. And so I use that satin finish. I think it's a satin for the windows, and I think it's a matte for the walls. So that's what I'm using. So the satin, the difference between satin and matte is it just creates a nice dimension. I haven't satined the windows yet. I did everything as a matte. One, because I wanted to use my paint. I only had like a little bit left, and I knew it would take me through the sunroom for the matte. So, and I still have about a half of a pint for the satin, and I think that'll get me through the sunroom. So I just wanted to start with the matte. Okay, y'all, it is like 3 hours later, something like that, maybe 2.5 hours later. I finished putting the coat on, so tomorrow will be second coat day, which I think it'll look awesome with the second coat. I can already tell some areas that might have gotten a little bit thicker stuff looks really good. So I'm excited. In the morning, I'm going to take down those shades because I know they'll help with the warmth right now, but I'll just close this door. But I really need to get underneath there and finish up. So let me show you what it looks like. All right, so it's all white, blank slate. It's all done, all done. It's just the first coat, so I couldn't take those off because it's not a Phillips. It has something else on it. They drilled a certain thing in it, so I gotta figure out how to take that off. If not, it might stay up there until I get what I need. So yeah, so I'm gonna take those off so I can get underneath. You can see it's still blue. It's still blue there, but it makes the white definitely makes the room look bigger. You can see there's still blue like right there, which is fine. I'll be able to go over that, but it's definitely done. And first coat on. I'm excited. I think it's finally I have this kind of done, and I feel really good about it. So it's just so messy right now. Everything's a mess, and I just gotta clean it and put things away. But yeah, that's what I did for 2.5 hours. Okay, today is Sunday, so what we're gonna do is finish putting a second coat on this. It's gonna rain soon, so we're gonna do that. You wanna say hi, little Ellie? Little Ellie? Hey, what you doing? Hi, cute girl. Okay, y'all, it is like 3 o'clock. Of course, you know, when there's paint in my hair, what did I just do? And when I'm in my overalls, I just painted. Okay, I pretty much put the second coat on, and it looks awesome. I don't think I need a third coat. So, just looking at that, looks really good. Okay, y'all, it is Saturday. It's like the Saturday before Christmas. And I'm just trying to get some of this stuff done, right? I don't have a lot of time during the week. Woo, it's bright in here. This is a sunroom. So, as you know, it's bright. That means I'm working in the sunroom. No painting. I don't have my painting clothes on, but here I'm actually going to clean the floor, some of this, a little bit of the section. I'll take all this out. I already went to the transfer station, which aka is called the dump, and I did there all the old carpet, the electrical panel, I did the leaves, everything. So all that is out of my house. I didn't realize it was going to be so easy. I thought it was going to be like this whole big process, but because I bought a sticker for like $25 for the year, I just go in, they tell me trash is here, rubbish is here, leaves are here, and I just go in and I just do it myself. So that's what I did, and yeah, it's great. So freeing. Here, you all know I painted. I still got to go back. I didn't finish that yet, so I got to take that. You know what? I should have taken those off. I'll do that today. Take those off so that I could take that to the dump as well. Probably next weekend is when I will have time. And put them in PAYT bags. That's pay as you throw bags. You can either put those PAYT bags on the side of your house, like when the trash comes, or and they charge you for it. Certain number of bags get charged, certain number of fee, or take it to the dump and they don't charge you because I already have my little sticker. So I'll probably do that too today. Yeah, today what I want to do is clean the wood. I want to see how much, if I can salvage it even. So I want to clean it, I want to sand it, and I want to stain it all today. And not everything, right? I want to do just a small little section, probably over there or over there. And I just want to see what it looks like, because I'm not even sure what color I want to stain this. I got what we call, it's called antique walnut, which might work for this, but I'm not sure if the color will work in here or not. I think it'll look nice. But yeah, I just want to see. So the first step is really to clean. And then once that dries, I'm going to sand. And I'm not going to do like the whole floor today. I just want to do a section, because if the floor isn't salvageable, then I need to go with an alternative, which might be bringing in like the little, like the squares of like a rug. So I might just bring in squares in here until I can figure out what I want to do with this floor. And really see what's really viable and what I can do. So yeah, this is kind of like a trial and error. You can see kind of, I should go through I don't want to put you can kind of see that I need to do another coat on the baseboard, which makes sense because I only did one coat, and which is fine. So I should probably do another coat tomorrow of the baseboard. That'll be fine. That way it can look really good too. And then maybe tomorrow I can finish the windows as well and take those off and finish the windows. We are expecting a lot of rain this weekend and high winds, like hurricane force winds. Last time like a week ago, we had a lot of winds and I thought my house was going to blow down. Freaked me out. But I just have to remember, like, it's just everything. You can hear everything in here. You can hear everything. And it's a small house. So it's not like it's made of brick. It's made of wood, and it's going to shake, right? And rattle and roll. So yeah, that is the plan today. My only plan for the weekend is to clean, sand, and then stain. So that's my hope. If it works, fingers crossed, I will get this floor. I want to do the whole floor this weekend. If that doesn't work, that little piece doesn't work, right? Like if for some reason I salvage it and I'm going to have to get a new floor, then I'll just scrap this and then work on another project tomorrow. So it just really kind of depends on what we're doing. So yeah, it's all good. But yeah, that's the plan. Bye. Okay, y'all. I'm starting to clean it, wipe it down, and you'll see it's beautiful wood. It's gorgeous. It looks gorgeous. So I'm actually just like on my hands and knees doing it because I feel like that's the easiest thing for me to do. But it looks good. You can see the difference. Right? That's cleaned with the wood Swiffer stuff. Just taking the first pass, and then we'll go at it again with probably the mineral spirits, wipe it down, and stain. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to put you guys right here so you can see what I am doing. See the mess I am making. Oh, literally, I'm on my hands and knees. And just go like this, grab two. Okay. Gotta get some nails out and some staples. cleaning the floor still. I'm on my hands and knees. So I'm using the wood cleaner. And then after that, I go over it with mineral spirits and I clean that. I pick up all the staples. I think I might have a video. I might have lost it. I deleted like 200 videos and pictures by accident. So I'm not sure if that one will be available. If not, that's okay. So what I did was I went through, I nailed all the nails down that were kind of up a little because I didn't know if I pulled them up, is it going to bring the whole wood flooring up? So I was like, it's just better just to hammer them in. And then I pulled up all the staples. I used some scissors actually, which I found were super simple. I was able to grip it better with my hands. I couldn't really grip with the pliers as well. And what you do with the staples is I kind of put them in between the scissors and then twisted them, like turn them. So I'm right-handed. So if you like have your hand out and put your pinky and ring down and your thumb down, you have your two fingers, your middle and your pointer. And so what I did was pretend that's the scissors. And then I put the nail in between and I twisted to the right and just twisted and twisted until it came up. So I don't know if that helps anyone if you're trying to figure out how to pull up staples. I think there's actually like pliers that can help with that, but I just use that kind of technique. Again, I don't think I have the video, so that's okay. But yes, I'm here finishing up the cleaning. Yeah, you saw me here. I was like, oh, why did I keep moving this freaking shovel? Why didn't I just put it outside? Best to like just clear everything out of the room and then keep going. So I tried to speed this up as quickly as I could because I didn't think it was going to be that exciting. But yeah, I did the whole floors. I cleaned it. And then like I said, while it was drying, I pulled up the staples. I also took down the shades. So I did that. And I mean, that was like I think this whole cleaning, just the cleaning, these first two passes probably took me 45 minutes to an hour. And that's what the other thing about projects is when you're doing things like cleaning and you have to let things dry, you have other things that you can be doing, such as taking off blinds, removing staples from the hardwood. And don't be afraid of like wood because you can't you can mess up wood, yes, but you can't really mess it up if you're not using any crazy tools, right? So I kind of think I'm of the mindset of like, okay, if I'm using like a little, you'll see me in another video, probably this next series or this next chapter, I guess, in this series is you'll see me sanding not only with just like a paper sander, but also I have my little power sander. And it's just a small little one because this is a small room. If I was doing my great room, I would totally be getting a machine, but I would be practicing with it before I even touched my floors. I mean, I don't know. If you're brave enough, go for it. But I need to understand how the power tool works first. And I need to practice it somewhere before I really get into it. It's kind of me with anything. I like to practice before I like really jump into it. I'll jump in with any practice. If you give me a sandbox, if you give me whatever, I'll jump into it. But I'm kind of of the mindset, practice first on something that you don't really care about. here. I am taking my first pass with my little sander, and that I think I'm using a 60. Usually you do 80, like 150, and then 220. But what I had with this particular sanding machine, I had like 60, 160, and like 240 or something like that. I don't remember the numbers, but the first one, the lower number, is to really get deep into the wood if you have a lot of like imperfections. So this floor had a lot of imperfections. You saw perhaps some water stains, perhaps some other things going on. I needed to pick up some of that paint, and there was some paint from before. So apparently, when they painted the sunroom, they didn't have the carpet on there yet. So they had wood floors because I saw pink and not pink, blue and yellow paint that they tried to get up before. So took some of that off. So with the 60, you do more core stuff. The second pass, you do the middle one, which is not as, it's supposed to clear up like a little bit more of the imperfections. And then the 220 or 240 clears up. It's like the finer one. Okay, y'all, we're here. And so I went to Lowe's. What did I get? I decided to go with a different color, so I did the pre-stain, which I think is a good idea for these floors. It's the top coat. And then I did the dark walnut. because the other one I like, but when I came in the morning, it like has no color. Maybe that's because it's not pre-treated. And then the top coat. This is warm satin. When I went to the store, I was just looking for a clear satin, and the guy's like, I think they're all the same. And I'm like, then why are they different? Why is one warm semi-gloss and high gloss and warm satin and satin? And he's like, I don't know. I'm like, well, I guess I'll take the warm satin because that's the only one they had that was close to what I wanted. So I got that, and now I'm going to tackle the floors. I think because it's gonna rain today and tonight, I think I wanna tackle this side first and go that way. Okay, now we are on to the pre-staining. So we got a pre-stain. I just wiped down everything. I vacuumed, wiped down. Oh, look, I got freaking, don't even see how this is the shouldn't even be. The reality of it is, like, when you're hot and sweaty and then dust comes up here, you're gonna get it all over your face, just so you know. That's better, right? I'm not gonna edit that out. Okay, y'all, I'm really sad about this because I did not film me at all doing the floor. So let me show you what I just did. So I just put the stain on the floor. Ugh, I did an okay job. I'm probably gonna have to put another coat. So yeah, looks pretty good. I'm pretty proud, but I didn't get, once you start, you can't stop. So in order to have like an even surface, you have to keep going, and it's a certain speed. I got all messy, and I was a little clunky this first time because I wasn't quite prepared. So, you know, you got to make sure you have an out. So either that door or this door could have been my out, and I made this one my out. But then I like doing the long streaks this way, but over here on this side, like doing this part, I really couldn't do the long streaks. I had to do this part and then keep an open space and then do this part and then come back and end here, which is why you see this still a little bit more wet than the other places, because this was the last place I did. So first pass is done. It took maybe 20 minutes, maybe, could have been like 15, but I definitely went through one pint of it. There's just a tad bit left, which is fine. So I like the color. I love dark wood, so I'm all about the dark wood. I might do this the same color as the stairs, and eventually I might refinish these the same color, but we'll have to see how it dries. So I did not follow the steps that the actual, when you go into Lowe's or you look at the actual, the actual product, it'll tell you like a step-by-step guide on how to do wood and that. And I was taught when I started doing my wood that you clean it, right? You can shellac it. So like if you paint, you can shellac. I don't think I shellacked the wood part because you want it to penetrate through the wood. So I didn't put a protective coat on my other pieces on the wood unless I was painting. If I was staining, I didn't put a protective coat. If I was painting, I put a shellac on it. And that was just basically, a shellac is a protective coat. So if I ever wanted to redo the paint job or restore it back to its original wood, I could easily take off the paint because there's a coat, a protective coat against the wood, right? And then the paint on it. With wood, when you stain it, it's actually penetrating the wood. That's how I understand it, right? I'm not a professional, but that's how I understand it. That's how I think about it in my head. So it's like it's penetrating the wood. So you're like coloring the wood, which is what I want. When you stain, that's what you want. I see paint as like a top coat, right? It's not a top coat, but that's how I see it in my head. So with the stain, it said on the product that and it had me buy, it didn't have me buy, I bought it. I bought the prep pint, and then I bought the pint, and then I bought the polyurethane, can never pronounce that. The top coat at the end, the protective coat. And when I went back and watched some YouTube tutorials, I was like, I was told when you stain, you put the stain on and you wipe it up immediately. You put the stain on and you wipe it up immediately and you go. That's how you do it. This product was like, you put the protective coat on, you put down you stain the whole entire project, and then you go back and you wipe off excess dryness. And I was like, that doesn't make sense to me, because when you wipe it down, right, you're taking away those streaks that could happen when you're actually staining. So then I went onto YouTube and I was like, well, let me look at the professionals. So I quickly saw a couple, and they did one of the ones I really liked. He did it the exact same way that I thought you could. Well, and then another one. So one of them was like on his hands and knees, and he definitely did like what I did on my hands and knees, but he had like knee pads, professional. Another one used lamb's wool to actually put it down and then wiped up immediately. So I was like, yeah, it's you have to wipe it up. So I don't follow those rules. I'm going to take back the pre-treatment and get another pint so I can do another coat, because I think there's some areas that like definitely are penetrated with paint. And I thought I sanded really well, but it didn't come up. So I'm going to have to do another pass at it, which is fine. It's fine. The house isn't perfect. Nothing's perfect. It's okay. If this was a brand new spanking new house, yeah, I would expect the floors to be absolutely pristine and perfect. But it's not. It's 1936. It has some character to it. And I'm okay with that. So yeah, so that's what she looks like, y'all. She's gonna be beautiful. She already is beautiful. You see the difference between, don't mind my little sandals, my little house slippers. This is more like a red mahogany. It's like a red English American, what did I call it? This looked like the one I put over in that corner, which was fine, but it just, again, it didn't have any depth. There was no depth. This, I feel like, has depth, and you can see the depthness of it. Plus, I love the contrast of like the dark wood against the white. That's just my kind of vibe. I think this is gonna look really good on the stairs as well. Can't really see it. So when I do the stairs, it kind of already is dark there, but they had carpet over it. So I have to sand that down. Like, this is a mess. This all came from the sunroom. Ellie's like, Ellie hates when I get disorganized. She likes cleanliness and organization at my house. Maybe at somebody else's house that she doesn't mind it, but at my house, she knows there's things that are in its proper place. So she's very stressed right now. She's like, what's happening? What's happening? Pull everything out. She like doesn't even want to go out this way. Well, we can't right now. She doesn't even want to go out this way because all this stuff is right here in front of this door. And she's like, how am I supposed to get over there, Mama? How am I supposed to get over there? I'm like, you walk through all the stuff, Ellie. Come on. Let's not be that difficult. She's 14. She's going to be 14 on Christmas Day. I cut her a break. But yeah, it looks like, I think we're supposed to be expecting a storm. So I need to bring like all the stuff in that is outside. We'll have to go out the back door, the other back door. And yeah, we'll let this, I need to see how long it takes. You can see there's probably a streak there, which is another reason why I'm going to do another pass at it, so I can like limit the amount of streaking there is. And obviously on camera, it's going to pick up a lot of the glares and a lot of the imperfections, but in person it looks really good. I mean, even just for the first pass. And you know, I'm so happy that I didn't put a second coat on the baseboards, because look, I got stain on it. So, see, there's a reason for my madness. I knew there's a reason. So that looks great. We took off the blinds there and the blind there, so you can tell where the blinds were because I did not paint it. That's the color. This room was yellow, a pale yellow, and like the little blue, which was cute for people, but just not my thing, not my vibe. So I guess the sun must have gone. Okay, y'all, just made it home. Let me show you. Isn't she cute? She's so cute. We love it. She's probably like, I mean, I'm short, so she's almost, I think, 5 foot at the tip, from the tip to the bottom, which is so cute. We got some ornaments and some lights in there, but Ellie's coming in here. I gotta poly this. So Ellie, mommy has to poly it. I have to first clean it, then I'm gonna poly it, but that's where we're gonna put the, so I wanted to show you first before I like, you know, I just wanted to show you. So we could first like see everything, but that's it. Like, I gotta change into my overalls. You guys know when we get into overalls, we paint, stain, or do whatever. Hi, sweetie. She came with me with all the earrings. You wanna say hello to the camera? Say hello. Yeah, she's so shy. Beautiful. Hello, coat. So yeah, so that's what we are doing right now. I got to put a coat of poly on so I can go pick up Chloe. And then on the way back, we're going to get the tree stand because I went to like Ocean State. Everything's wiped out. And when I went to Target, I got lights there. Thank goodness I got lights there because there was nothing at Ocean State. Got lights at Target, but there was no tree stand. So and everyone's out of a tree stand. I can find a tree stand at Lowe's, but the cute one is the one I'm gonna get. I'll just invest the money. So talk to you later. Okay, so what I'm doing here, I thought I was voiceovering it. So I'm just getting the steel wool, the rags, and the tacky cloth, the tack cloth, that's what it's called, tack cloth. So I have already polyed it once. In between the polys, I was always taught via YouTube and blogs that you clean it between so that it doesn't have if any imperfections are there, it smooths it out. And to also clean it. So I'm taking the steel wool, going through it, a fine grit steel wool, and then the tack cloth to go over it. And I do that in between each of the 3 coats I did with the poly. And so you'll see me, that's why it's okay that Ellie's there because I'm not using any chemicals, and she's pretty good about like not eating anything, so I feel okay with that. But yeah, you'll see me going through. It's just a pretty quick, it probably took me maybe 10 minutes at the most. Might have been less. If I would have had knee pads, it would have been a lot faster. I think you'll see me later in the video. I throw some pillows down and just like scoot across, even though that could bring in some other, imperfections and stuff. But for the most part, I'm just smoothing it out, cleaning it, making sure there's no imperfections with the steel wool, and then the tack cloth going through with it to pick up any remnants of anything, imperfections. Okay, so you'll see me in this video. I'm putting, I believe, the 2nd or 3rd coat. I think it's the 3rd coat of poly. And I had Chloe, a little pooch, and I didn't realize she'd come in behind me. I was just prepping a corner. I was taking out a staple or doing something over there. So I really wasn't using the chemical just yet. I was just cleaning it with the tack cloth. And then I started using it, and I saw her out of the corner of my eye, and you'll see me get up, and I was like, oh no. And so I got up and I took her out, and then I made a barrier so she wouldn't come back in because I didn't want her in there with all the stuff. I had the sliding door open, but so I didn't want her to go out there, but she's really well behaved. So I kind of and then she came in, and then I take her out. So I did this kind of thing going back and forth of trying to figure out how she's not going to come in, because she just likes to be over near me. So I think it might have happened one more time, but I shimmied everything in front of the door as much as I could. That way she wouldn't come in. But yeah, that's me putting the last coat of the poly on. And It's almost done. Then I put the tree up, the Christmas tree. I got the tree. I put the tree up. I mean, I literally made this like December 23rd. 23rd. I had a big work project I was working on until the 22nd, so that took all of my time basically. And then the 23rd, I just felt a relief and just like, it's done. We are done. We are over with it. So, okay, y'all. I put on the second coat. Second coat is done of the polyurethane. So I'm going to put on the third. It's been a few hours. So drying time is 2 hours in between. Then I'm going to touch up the baseboards and the windows up there and up there. I'll do the ceilings at another day, but we'll see. I hope I can get to the painting today. We'll see. It might be tomorrow, but it looks really good. And light use for 24 hours after I apply the third coat. So that just means the tree's going to go up, and that's about it. That's going to be in here. I'll have the door closed. I'll keep it open for a little while and then close it at night so that the dogs don't come in here. I mean, they have light paws. They're little. They're little itty bitty. So I think they'll be fine. But yeah, I think it looks really good. Should I have done it? So probably should have done a second coat. Am I happy with the first coat? Yes, I'm happy. I'm just need this done, and yeah, just takes a little while, and I know it's a process, but it's fine. It's just I need to get off. Oh, all this stuff behind me needs to go back in to see the tree. Needs to go back into this room because it's just bothersome. So yeah, so. No, stay there, Clo. Stay there. I'm like, no. I don't want to wipe it down again because I don't think it needs another wipe down. No, Chloe, wait. But if they come over here, then it'll need a wipe down. So yeah, it looks really good. And I think I'm going to put the sun coat on now. So see you later.